This game recap is brought to you by IBC Bank. IBC Bank, we do more. Sidderly Homes, Network Funding, and by Greg Sherman Videography. Call 419-902-3353 for all your video needs in San Antonio and the Hill Country. The midway mark of the season means bye week is a week away, and the Reagan Rattlers are looking for momentum heading into that bye week as they will finish up the first half of the season by taking on one of their old buddies, that would be Sir Winston Churchill and the Chargers. The Rattlers lost a shootout 38-31 last week to Johnson to open up district play. The Rattlers are just 1-3 to start the season, their worst start since 2006. But that 2006 team, which actually started 2-4, went on to the state quarterfinals for the very first time. Speaking of 2006, that was the last time the Chargers beat the Rattlers in football. Let's take you inside a Hero Stadium and check out all the action, brought to you by IBC Bank, Network Funding, and Sidderly Homes.
What's up, Coach Harris? How we doing? He's good. He's good.
Lyndon Hamilton all excited and ready to go before kickoff as the Rattlers look to avoid consecutive district losses for the first time since they lost their Final Four in 2010. The Rattlers have won 12 in a row versus Churchill and were birthed from Churchill overcrowding 20 years ago. Irv Kincaid moved from Churchill to be Reagan's first head football coach when the Rattlers opened up for business. One of the strong newcomers in 2019 is freshman running back Carson Green. He has already rushed for over 100 yards in 2 of his 3 varsity starts.
Before the play starts, I'm able to make a pre-snap read, which is essentially looking at the linebackers and being able to tell basically what they're going to do before they do it. So when the holes close, I always have like a second option. I couldn't do it without the big boys up front. Really, they're kind of a younger line, and they've really stepped up to the challenge this year. The linebackers are not seeing us as well, and we're shifty. That's the way we like to run our offense.
By the way, he turned 15 the day of the Steel game. He won't make a good TV weatherman because he actually can predict what is going to happen. Churchill wished he was on the freshman team and not the varsity because he carved up the Charger defense like it was a Thanksgiving turkey. Rattlers actually spotted Sir Winston an early touchdown lead before Green went to work. Travis Staley delayed option faked out 10 Chargers. No one was around Green when the option flip came his way. Play went for 33 yards down to Sir Winston's 30. 2 plays later, Staley play action to Green. Linebackers went after the freshman, while Staley threw to Ronald Link Milam for 15 yards. 2 plays after that, the Chargers blitzed. Rattlers picked it up, and Staley had time to find Carter Campbell on the crossing route, 9 yards for the score. Good. Churchill went 3 and out on their opening possession of the second quarter. First Rattler offensive play afterwards. Offensive line gave Staley all evening to throw, and that gave Staten Ancrum time to get past the secondary on a 54-yard touchdown pass, giving the team in dark green and white a 14-7 lead. Time for the Arrows to get off the bench and get into the game. Staley went play action again to Green, which caused both linebackers to cheat up and freeze. The offensive line successfully blocked all in black. Meanwhile, no one in black picked up Ancrum, who had a free run past the secondary. Because Staley had an hour to throw, he could wait for his baseball buddy to get past the last line of defense, then play basic toss and catch.
We're getting better week by week, and we're trying to improve, and I think this is definitely a step forward. And I mean, it's great to see all these young guys coming together and me leading towards them. It's great. Carson Green, he can make some crazy runs, but I gotta thank my other guys too.
Green single-handedly outrushed Churchill 113-80 as he had his third 100-yard rushing game. Folks, he's still a freshman. Jonathan Conwell is a junior, but Churchill couldn't stop him either. 9 yards on the touchdown run with a nice seal block from Luke Hoggett. Vince Lombardi would be proud. 23-7 Rattlers at recess. Heck, the Churchill defense couldn't even find or stop the Reagan flag runner on the sideline. That was the end of the scoring as Staley left the game at halftime with an injury and did not return. The defense, though, made sure that wouldn't matter as they suffocated the British invasion the final 3 quarters, which leads us to an extended version of the IBC Bank do more plays of the game. Where did Reagan get the other 2 points to reach 23? Let's go back to the first half where Matthew Scannell ran over 2 would-be blockers and tackled David Resentis for a big loss. Next snap, Darius Taylor also blew by 2 would-be blockers and tackled Dominic Tellis in the end zone for a safety.
We out there to play. We came to play today, sir. It's honestly, we're blessed to have this win. We've been grinding this. It's 5 days, 6 days of hard work, Monday through Friday. So that's all it is. With our defense, this is one of our best groups. We keep our head up. We don't really get down about anything. We just need to get back in our groove. We had it the first 3 games, 4th game, I don't know. We had to get back in our groove.
By the way, nice job by Taylor to get around the spinning apple behind him during the interview. Even the Churchill band couldn't stop Reagan on offense or defense. Churchill quarterback Corson Hastings tried to set up a screen pass, but Roberto Sada blew up the play and forced the quarterback to rush the throw for an incompletion. Sada later on broke through the line for a nice tackle for loss.
We're just both sides of the ball are going to need to keep progressing. That's all it is. I think if we keep working, we keep grinding all week, we're going to make it. That's all that matters.
All those defensive plays, including the Lamar Patterson pass breakup in the end zone on 4th down, were our IBC Bank Do More plays of the game, brought to you by IBC Bank. We do more. A week after giving up 382 rushing yards against Johnson, Reagan held Churchill to just 80 on the ground and 154 yards of total offense the final 3 quarters. Rattlers made it an even Baker's dozen in a row over their father's school. Rattlers will take the bye week to get healthy before facing defending district champion Madison in 2 weeks. Reporting from San Antonio, I am Greg Sherman.